A powerful earthquake has struck Moldova. The rescue services are facing a string of emergencies all at once. Near the capital Chisinau, an oil depot has caught fire. Local firefighters are quick on the scene. But the effects of this earthquake are too great for one country to deal with alone. Moldova has requested foreign assistance. An international relief operation is underway. Luckily, this is just an exercise. It's called Codrii 2011. It's organized by NATO and hosted this year by Moldova.
Altogether, there are around 1,300 people involved in the exercise altogether. We have participating teams with equipment and vehicles from 22 countries and several international organizations like NATO, UN OCHA, OPCW, Red Cross.
The exercise is organized annually by NATO's Euro-Atlantic Disaster Response Coordination Center. Its aim is to enhance cooperation and coordination between nations and international organizations and to bridge differences.
The differences in language, differences in culture, the differences of the procedure they use and the equipment. So basically the interoperability issues are something that we exercise during this event.
The relief operation is coordinated from this base camp. Here the directing staff pull the strings of the exercise. They set off the scenarios and assign rescue teams. This team has come all the way from Azerbaijan to train in a multinational setting. With their search and rescue capability, they're being dispatched to the site of a collapsed hospital. Meanwhile, we join a convoy headed to a railway line where a train has derailed and another with dangerous chemicals on board has caught fire. When we arrive at the scene, the fire has already been put out, but toxic chemicals have been released into the air. The area has been cordoned off and an Estonian team is on site to measure the air quality. The first responders who dealt with the incident must be decontaminated. International assessors watch every step to later make recommendations to improve interoperability.
We're here on site just to carry out assessment, give any feedback on the training and feed that back into the team leaders. So if there's anything that can be improved, we like to highlight what the good work that's done, and if there's any areas for improvement, we can talk about those when we debrief them.
Meanwhile, a group of journalism students have arrived on the scene to simulate the media's role in this scenario.
At this point, he should be getting more information coming in, and so we'll ask him at what point, what information he has, when's the next update going to be, and then just...
The authorities must practice informing the media as fast as possible, while also keeping them out of harm's way.
He gave them the reason why that the media couldn't go in, and it was clearly because of the safety of the media. But he did tell them that they will release information further, is what the media wants. So all of the on-site commanders had training prior to the exercise kickoff, and I think that ahead training, the media training, not just for the on-site commanders, but for all of the crews, was invaluable.
At the next site, there's plenty of real media, as Moldova's Prime Minister has come to watch the exercise. He's told there are passengers inside a derailed train. A team from Israel lifts the carriage, while teams from Kazakhstan and Georgia work together to free those trapped inside the wreckage. There's nothing new about this type of multinational teamwork, but what does surprise many is that NATO is involved in disaster response training. Günther Brettschneider, NATO's exercise director, explains.
You would not expect NATO to get involved in a scenario like this, but don't forget that NATO is a military alliance, but has always been had a policy to respond also to natural disasters. And this dates back actually to 1953, when the Netherlands and Belgium experienced storm-induced floods, and the alliance was challenged to help the two countries to respond to those disasters. And ever since, NATO had a policy to also improve preparedness for civil protection.
The Prime Minister is impressed by what he sees.
For me it is important to see, to feel, and I won't say that I am proud that we are able to organize this exercise, and I am proud that representatives from 34 countries and then another 7 international institutions are able to work together and to do what is necessary to do when something happens wrong.
It's the 13th time that NATO has organised this exercise since 2000 under its Partnership for Peace programme. The scenarios range from natural disasters to terrorist attacks. While the United Nations take the lead role in such international operations, NATO has worked closely with the UN in more than 50 relief operations around the world. I'm Mike Mühlberger reporting for the NATO channel from Chisinau, Moldova.